Thursday, active recovery day. Thank you very much for all the comments and the love and support on the last vlog. Really appreciate that. If you haven't seen it yet, the link's in the description box, so you can go and check that out. One thing to note straight away is that you will get replies to your comments, you will get an engagement and an interaction with your comments if there's nothing to say. I just simply like it. It's part of the new structure. Every time the vlog goes live, I will be spending the evening and the following day responding to comments. So don't ever feel like your comments won't get seen, so it's not worth putting them in. The last video should be testament to that, and I really appreciate it. So just a reminder, 4K active recovery done. It's now 6:25 AM. But why? So this is a day where I don't lift weights. Yesterday I had a really heavy leg session, and a lot of people are always asking again about sore legs, DOMs, how to recover. Do I train, do I not train? I normally suggest to anybody who's got slightly heavy legs or sore arms or whatever that area is, the following day, get into them, but in a really low state, right? Which basically means, so today I ran it's about 4.5K, and I was running about a 5 kilometer split. So that's about a minute slower than my average split. So all the way round, if you were to say hello or ask me a question, I could respond. So like a conversational pace is what you want. Low impact, nice and easy, breathing through, getting the getting the blood pumping around the body and into those muscles that are sore is really going to help that recovery. So if you're somebody who finds running particularly hard, I would say it's probably a little bit high impact for a lot of people. So sitting on a rower or sitting on a bike for about 10 to 15 minutes at a nice conversational pace is going to stretch those muscles out, give them a good supply of blood as well, and really help that recovery process kickstart even more. And then when you're finished, as I am now, a decent stretch. Main thing to remember is that it's recovery. Don't go at it hard. If you go into this session pushing really hard or pushing for a good 25, 30, 40 minutes, you're going to be pulling away from reserves that are already going to be slightly diminished as well. So don't make it very long, 15 to 20 minute max, conversational pace, sorted. Breakfast, 3 scrambled eggs, 2 toast, 2 squares, 70%. And obviously my vitamins, which are already pre-prepared, which you all know about. So breakfast, it's going to be a little bit of self-indulgence, as in I'm going to watch somebody play Warzone for 20 minutes, as I normally do. It's a nice easy way to start the day. A little bit of a gift, a little bit of a well done for doing your run. And then it's catch up with clients, and then we've got our Instagram Coffee Club live. Another thing we're going to cover today, off the back of all your comments about how much of a good idea and how much you'd like to implement the list as such, I'm going to give you a couple of hints and tips on how to build that list, as in what should be on it, what should be the primary focus, and also what's it going to add long term. Because some of the things that I put on there that are seemingly simple or insignificant have a real knock-on effect to so many other different things that I am trying to improve or have been improving within the rest of my life and productivity. So stick around for that.
Obviously Christmas is next week, I haven't even looked at the dates.
Yeah, so the 17th today. 27 seconds into that minute, I got the most horrific knock. A little bit late, I'd only had 1 swig. Breakfast time for this one. Is it your drink?
A pink.
It's a pink drink. So in here we've got some oats, we've got a load of blackberries, blueberries, a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of almond milk, and she seems to absolutely love it. Do you like it? Is it good? That could literally be anything. I've just received that consignment text saying that between 8:30 and 10:30 something's going to turn up. The fact that it's pallet ways makes me think that it's either from Warburton or maybe from Knock Oak. So the only people who would send, oh, that's random, do you hear that? Random little prank call. Remember that? I got a credit, mate, can you call me back? I'll tell you what, it's all happening. Let's unravel this mystery, shall we? Jackson. Oh, it's the new Warburton ski trainer. Now that is exciting. I mean, let's take a look at this thing. The attention to detail. The red theme, I'm a huge fan of this. So this is, if you've not seen a ski trainer, this is the bottom part. Imagine it like a vertical rower. These 2 arms will fit on the top here, and then at the top you've got these 2 handles which come down as strings basically connected to the back. quest that literally took 20 minutes start to finish to put that together, and I was obviously entertaining the little one, so you might be able to do it a little bit quicker yourself. I obviously use my own ratchet set. It does come with a couple of Allen keys and things like that, and spanners to help you do it, so you've got literally everything you need. But as I say, what I'm probably going to do is mount it to the wall to take down the footprint a little bit. Now I've got to go and catch up with all my client stuff, because Jax has literally just gone back down for a nap. Probably get about an hour and a half, and then we're going out for the afternoon for a little bit of a meal and going to do something Christmassy. Right, we are dressed out and also redressed because me and Carly basically look like twins.
We had an argument about it, and I'm still fuming because he suggested that I copied him, that I was out and dressed. Hello, do you not even turn the camera on me? Hi, that I was out and dressed before him. So screw you.
Never get married. No, we're now going to go and have some food at Bill's. We were actually kindly invited in to try out their, oh, I've just gone really white, to try out their new Ivory collection or Christmas collection meal.
Christmas collection.
Their Christmas collection.
Email address is Ivy collection.
That's why. So we weren't sure whether it was Bill's or the Ivory. There was a lot of confusion going on in the last 20 minutes.
Not the Ivory.
But see, there's a lot of confusion going on today.
There's a lot of tension in the air right now.
We're kind of getting there. There's either going to be a lot of sex or a lot of alcohol and not talking at some point today. But we're gonna cross that bridge when we get to it. First of all, let's go and get some food. Jax is playing with her sticker book. The stickers are meant to go on the pages. They're going on Carly's breasts.
Which is good because I'm wearing a coloured bra with a white top, so fail.
The chosen game, lick the ice cubes, move them across. Why not? Good lights, Jaxie.
What do you think of these lights, babe?
Back in the door from what was a lovely little family afternoon. Oh, let me just get a little bit of light on. So obviously we popped over to Bill's, had a lovely meal there. They actually invite us in probably like 3 or 4 times a year to just test out different menus for them, which was absolutely lovely. I'm never gonna complain. I love food. Then popped over to Sandringham to see something called Illuminate, which is essentially a 2-kilometre walk in the dark around a wonderful wooded area with different lights, Christmassy music, some holograms, that kind of stuff. Just something to make Jax go wow, which is amazing. So I'm gonna finish this vlog by sitting down and going through some of this goal setting stuff to help people with the list. First up, this is just my experience, so please just find your own way. But the first mistake I made when it came to making my list was being quite literal about it. As in, I just went, I'm gonna write 5 things down. But they don't mean anything like that. They have to mean something. So here's a nice little structure for you. Think of something that is going to be so simple and monotonous that you can't fail it. As in literally, get up at 7 AM if you've already set your alarm at 7 AM. And it's the normal time you get up. Make that your first thing, because you will instantly complete something straight away. 150% win. Amazing. Make it very simple. Second up, make something that is going to help towards a weakness that you have in an area of your business or your general work, even if you're employed in your business. And then have one that is going to help you in your relationships or friendships. And then also have something that's going to be purely for yourself, which is to do with a skill, learning something you've always wanted to do, right? Very simple things. So examples for me. When it was just something so simple, it's literally get up and I know what the first thing is in my diary the very next day. I used to put that first thing at the top of my list. Then after that, it would always be, make sure you fold your top layer of clothes in your wardrobe, because I had a really messy wardrobe, and it's always like I didn't realize just how powerful the saying of tidy house, tidy mind. It made so much difference. I started folding that top shelf every single day. The clothes that I was getting out every single day to wear for my fitness-based stuff was freshly ironed, folded. It was pleasing. It made it feel more like elegant workwear rather than just a screwed up t-shirt or vest that I was just chucking on and trying to pull the creases out. It made me hold myself a little bit better and a little bit prouder. Honestly, again, it has that knock-on effect. We have to really appreciate that knock-on effect. Then in my relationship one, this was something personal to me. Obviously, it doesn't have to cost you money or it doesn't have to cost you anything at all, but for me, this was the way that I found it. I want my wife to know how much I adore her all the time. When you're a parent and when you're running your own businesses, my wife's an absolute powerhouse in the business world. I'm running my own business with JC at the same time, and we're both trying to co-parent. We literally have 2 days a week where Jax is at nursery. Otherwise, it's between me and her. relaying it back and forth, and predominantly her a lot of the time, if I'm completely honest, apart from outside COVID, we make it work a little bit more effectively. But I wanted to do something for her that made her feel good, made her feel valued, and made me feel good. So every single week, this is just mine, every single week, normally a Wednesday, she gets a bunch of flowers, right? Not ridiculously going to the florist, spending 50 quid on a bunch of flowers, but a 10 quid bunch, sometimes from Morrison, sometimes Tesco, sometimes Sainsbury's. She knows that I'm going to do it every single week, but she doesn't expect it every single week. I know that I'm going to do that every single week, and I take them to her just to say, yeah, you're doing great. I can see you. And sometimes knowing that your loved ones are seen is one of the most important things for them, especially as parents. You can forget each other very, very quickly. And honestly, the knock-on effect that that's had, I value my friendships a little bit more. I even bought the boys like bottles of gin for Christmas this year, and I wasn't even thinking about doing presents because they're like, you just your mates. But I was like, no, I'm going to get that done. I'm going to buy them something. I'm going to speak to them a little bit more. I'm going to speak to my wife a little bit more, see how she is during the day. Generally, what are you up to while I'm out? Do you want anything? Simple little things that help, and they just build off the back of it. And you know what? Oh, it feels fucking good to do something nice and do something that gives back. Really, really simple things like that. Allow the rhythm to get set, i.e. as soon as you start ticking things off, every day you tick them off, wipe them off every single day, that's going to create more momentum. And as we create momentum, we can start to build up. It's a bit like that snowball effect. It starts really small, really insignificant, simple things that don't seem to be causing too much friction in your day. They're very simple, right? We almost miss them, that they're that simple, and then it just builds up and builds up and builds up, and then we can start to attack the big things, which is where I'm starting to go right now. I've already started to plan how I want next year to look, and it terrifies me, like absolutely terrifies me, but motivates me at the same time, because it's given me a vision and a direction. I've got all of this energy and habits and rhythm that I've built up over the last 6 to 8 months, and I can now reinforce that into next year in a really positive light. So I hope that really helps. Only other thing, I have this written on my board right above every single day, whether it means something to you or not. I got this from a book that I listened to earlier this year, and it says, don't fail twice, right? It was the first saying that I put on my board that I went, okay, when I do this new habit thing and list thing, this is the only thing I'm gonna live by. And it's very simple. It basically means, if on a Monday you've put on your list to train, go to the gym, and you end up getting at 7 PM and you're like, fuck, I haven't trained. What's the only thing that you're going to say to yourself? Don't fail twice. So you make damn sure that you train on Tuesday. It's very simple. You can then, if you don't want to, you miss your session on Wednesday. It doesn't matter as long as you don't miss Thursday, right? It's the same with the list. That's the only thing I live by. It's like, don't fail twice, don't fail twice. If I had a crap meal for dinner because I just was being lazy and I couldn't be asked to cook, do you know what the morning was? Fucking gourmet immaculate. It looked absolutely banging, right? And that's the way that I wanted to approach it. It's just having that simple, you can do it once, you can get away with it, but the second time you better get it done, right? It sounds a little bit militant, but honestly, that don't fail twice, along with the simplistic approach with the list and segmenting them into different areas of my life, banging recipe. Bosh. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, guys. Honestly, absolutely buzzing to be back. Thank you so much for getting involved. Any comments, love, likes, anything, engagement, let's call it engagement, that you've got, let me know about it. I'm going to be really excited to read some of the comments, really excited to see how many of you adopt some of these methods and techniques that I've been learning over the year, and honestly cannot wait. Wish I had a crystal ball for the next 3 to 6 months to see where you're going to be and how you're going to feel if you implement these effectively. Honestly, I'm excited for you. I am. I'll see you in the next one. Wherever you are in the world, keep being bloody awesome, keep being safe, and big love.